Yeah, just sitting here waiting for everybody, or if anybody gets on. Middle of the afternoon, so everybody's probably at work. I work nights, so I can get away with this shit. Anybody there? Head on straight. Where is everybody at? Gotta say, I like this, man. The Raptor's gone, but Snake Eye Tactical here. Not bad. And it's sharp. Alright, just waiting on people. Let's see here. Probably not going to see anybody, but maybe I will. And you guys home playing hooky. Those living in mom's basement, all the people who we got out there. Wow, I can't believe it. Nobody. All right, we'll wait. Just wait for people to get on here. Who is that? I'm doing good. I don't know who you are. Is that Rick? I'm doing good, man. How you doing? Just waiting for people to get on there. Do we have a viewer? It says we got two. Sitting there with a couple knives. Thought we'd talk about knives. If anybody had any questions? Been playing with this new one I got. Budget blade, but well worth the money. Just this nylon sheath thing sucks, man. Holy shit, an Amcor? Really? Rick. And your name's Rick? Wait a minute. I ain't been there, what? Let's see. Since 2023, the beginning of 23, 24. That's almost 3 years ago. Rick. Shaggy. Damn it. I'm so sorry. I'm blank, man. Oh, shit. Yeah, I've been at Saputo since I left for almost 3 years. And funny thing is, within 3 years, 8 months, I worked the line, and then I've been on a forklift ever since, man. I take production offline. I'm forklift and operator. Didn't love my job, and I make way more money than I did at Amcor. And my bosses are awesome. Shaggy. I think, oh, hell, yeah. Yeah. Now I remember who you are, man. It just took me a minute. I ain't seen anybody so long there. I've actually forgot all the names, and I can't remember most of the people there, man. Yeah, I'm still alive and doing well, man. Doing better than I was actually. And got out of there, and as soon as I got on a forklift, didn't have to be on my feet all the time. I had tendonitis in both my Achilles tendons, man. It's gone now. That's let's see, how long's it been now? Probably 2 years. That's been gone. I don't have to limp no more or walk around like I'm crippled. You know, working that job didn't allow me to heal. uh, where I could, stop limping and get better. But yeah, shit, I was so much less stress than when I was, working at that job. Are you still working there, I guess? Are you retired? Lucky you. Not a few years ago yet, man. Let's see, what's retirement now? 66? I got about 9 years ago yet. I'll probably never be able to retire, man. I don't think I want to. Maybe work less when I get older, but I got to keep moving and do something, So, Ari, you're a knife guy too, man? We only got one viewer. Yeah, that MTEX 8130, man. This is supposed to be 440C. It's kind of thick too. 3/16, I'm guessing. At least that's what my measurements said. Awesome. Yeah, this one's nice, man. It's got the rubberized grip that looks kind of like the swords do. It's supposed to be, it's not your traditional Tonto tip, or Tanto, or whatever. I pronounce it either way. But it's definitely getting made to pierce. I don't know if you can see that tip. It's pretty thick right through there. Not likely to break it unless you was to stick it in, turn it sideways, and then you're just stupid. But that would definitely do some piercing. Straight back spine, fullers on both sides. These are supposed to be 440C, and sometimes claimed another steel that I can't remember what it was. Let's see, stainless steel, USA, premium. I can't read the rest of it. I never noticed that on there before. So I can't see the screen on this, man. I like to run the wide angle instead of this straight up and down angle, but oh, we got 10 viewers, 10 people watching. Holy shit. I'm only seeing your comments, Shaggy. So this is an MTech. I've been showing this one lately because I just got it, decided to jump on it, but Snake Eye Tactical is really just an MTech. This is Master Cutlery, owns both companies. Once I found that out, I'm like, yeah, no wonder they're so similar. It's just a little thinner stock, man. The same knife, very similar. I gotta pick the phone up to see what you're saying. I can't read this stuff. Number 2. I'm not sure what you're saying, brother. I see. Think so that think 7. I'm sorry, man. Let me turn the brightness up here. Oh, yeah, that made a big difference. And I still don't know what that says. All right. So we got 5 people watching. Any questions, man? Anybody gonna ask anything? How's everybody doing today? Hello, man. Robert? Robert White Jr.? Did I say that right? I think so. Some of these names just got blends and combinations, and I'm not sure what to call some people. You know, I don't want to disrespect anybody. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to see any certain knives? Yeah, I'm smoking. I guess everybody's doing well out there today. Hope everybody's alive and healthy and all that stuff. Families are all good. One of my favorite things for sharpening knives, man, right there. Green elephant ceramic rod. These are unbreakable too. About a 1500 grit. I almost don't use anything else now. This, as long as I'm touching the blade up, I don't have to, unless I got to sharpen them, then I got my diamond whetstones I use. But you want to see the Jesse Robinson Bowie, brother? I'll go over and get it out for you, man. Is that what you want to see? I like to feed off of you guys. What do you guys want to talk about? What you want to see? You know what I'm saying? If I got on here and my ego made this all about me, and how great I am, it'd be fucking boring. So whatever you guys want to see, whatever you guys want to talk about, I can feed off of that. Okay, man. Let me go get you. Let me go get the Robinson Bowie. Ugh. Right back. I need a bigger table, man. Let me put some of these away. Love this knife, man. I do. Unfortunately, both the M-Tech Raptor and the Snake Eyes Raptor both had cheap plastic sheaths. And these nylon sheaths, I don't think I like them any better. That's what this M-Tech came with. This knife is awesome. The sheath is garbage. I'm going to have somebody make me one or buy the version of this knife that has a sheath, the Honshu United Cutlery version. All right. Guess what I got in my lap? I got a bunch of knives by hand. Can't tell you which ones they are yet. Well, you know which one of them is. You wanted to see this one. Look at that. Nickel plated fittings. That's it. Look at that. If that don't put a smile on your face, man, what won't? You know what I'm saying? Geez. Yeah, it's shiny. This is about the same size and very similar to the Hibben Old West Bowie, I think he calls it. And then he has the Expendables version, and he has a Bloodwood version of this knife. Muso style. This is very similar in the same size, but it's not a wall hanger like the United Cutlery version. And of course, if you get a real one from Hibbin himself, it could be a little bit tougher than a United version, which is, they're not bad knives. I'm just going to polish this back up. There we go. Let me see if I can angle this up while you drill. I had to have it too, bro, when I saw it. Knives by hand. Wilfred Brimley tips, like Uncle Junk likes to say. Yeah, this is a finer piece in my collection I like. And this one was, I bought this way back in 2019, I think, at least. And this was one of his that he actually made. A lot of stuff's coming from Kukri House from him now, but this one was actually made out of 52-100 ball bearing steel and came from him. Makes it right from Texas, makes it awesome. Let's see, what else do I have here? This one, everybody likes seeing this one too. This is his Crusader Bowie. Believe it or not, on one of his Facebook posts, I commented somehow, or I won this knife from him somehow. I sent it to me free. I got lucky on this one. I've gotten a couple of knives by hand that way, but I had, kind of known Frank for a little while. Let's unstrap it. This is another one. It's like, that's no sticker on there. That's not coming off. Ever see something that looks like liquid chrome? This would be it. And this is 52-100 ball bearing steel too. Hey, Warthog, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? You feeling good? Good to see you checking in. You checked in this time. You beat old Big L, man. I was just telling these other guys, I feed off of these other guys. I don't want to make it about me. If there's a knife you want to see or something you want to talk about, let's talk about it, man. Really? Then you finally got one, though. You ain't sorry you bought it, are you? Yeah, it's never a mistake. This is thick too. This is like legit. Look at the handle on that. Yeah, I've had this 7 years now, I think. I was the first one to do Crusader Bowie. Right after I showed mine and put it on the internet, Donovan too, we all know who he is. He wanted to know where this company is, and I turned him on to knives by hand. I'm pretty sure this was a knife he saw. It was one of his knives by hand. He was like, "Who is that, brother?" He wanted to know, and he's got a bigger collection of knives by hand than I do probably right now. That's funny. Oh, new siding on the house. Nice. You're definitely home today then. And you got one hell of a collection too, man. Especially the folding knives and all that stuff. I kind of specialize in the fixed blades, but yeah, I got folding knives. But damn, some of you guys, there's no way I could touch you guys in collections, man. You got some serious knives for sure. How's the wall first blood? The one I got isn't too bad. I think the biggest thing that I'm seeing with issues, and I've heard this from more than one person, is people that ordered knives that never got them, or they've been waiting over a year and they haven't even heard anything from him. Like he won't even answer or reply to their messages and stuff. So, would I recommend a wall knife at this point? No. I got some Randalls too, man. Yeah, I do. If there's a Randall you want to see, I can do that too. But I'm going to show you another knives by hand knife, and we can get some Randalls out. Uh, Alan Kay, whatever that survival show was, whatever he was on, where he did the thing, he won, and he did it. The only knife he carried was a knives by hand knife. Of course, his was in the original knives by hand sheath, but he paints his knives and tapes them all up. He doesn't want anything shiny and blingy and makes them all look different. But this is the very same type of knife he had, the same survival kukri, except this one is 3/8 thick instead of the 1/4 inch, I believe. Frank made this one a little thicker, so nobody really, it was kind of heavy. But this has an excellent sheath too, and it's leather. It doesn't have that crappy kukri style sheath. And this is it here, man. I'm trying to get this into the screen. Yeah, this is pretty badass, man. I'll get I'll get my first blood out the wall one, but I wanted to order another wall knife. If you can see that, it's kind of thick. It's thicker than the ones you can order from him now. This is like a special one. This is another one that come from directly from Frank. A lot of knives I got come from him. One hell of a knife maker. That's all I got to say. And he probably makes better kukris than the guys in the Paul, which is pretty funny. But yeah, but he does work directly with them, and his stuff is next level. It's not gonna break. All right, so we're talking about the Greg Wall First Blood. And what other knives we? Let me get the wall knife out. Yeah, I like the knife. It's just I don't know. I wouldn't order another one from him. And I went through it too, man. When I ordered it, it was supposed to be 90 days, and then it was 6 months, and then it kept extending out, and finally it was a year, and then it was over a year, and I was getting to the fed up point, And I actually called him. I'd call his number or have to leave a message, But he would talk to me, and he'd be telling me, "Oh, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer." But either he's taking on so much work that he's overloaded and can't even keep up with it, or I don't know. I hate to think somebody just screwing somebody over and taking their money, not going to give them nothing else. I've seen those more Bowies. I like to get the new Western Bowie he has, because if you know me, I'm a Western 49 nut. All right, back with more knives. Stack them all up. Let's see here. So we got First Blood knives here. This is the Greg Wall version, and as you can see, this knife has kind of been carried some and used somewhat. I mean, it's still in pretty close to mint condition. I mean, I don't necessarily buy them to sit on a shelf, but you can see that's thick. Yeah, Yeah, these teeth ain't nothing like the teeth on. I'll show you the Master Cutlery, or I should say they're now not Master Cutlery anymore, but Hollywood Collectibles. But to me, it's the same company. The knife materials, the way they're made, it's all the same. Let me see here. I haven't had the cap off of this one in a while. Ooh, she's a little gritty. I don't know if you can see anything in there, but it's got the survival. It's not a bad knife. I mean, it is handmade. It's not. I don't feel like this is going to fall apart. You know, the handle's not going to probably come loose. That's for sure. And I'm not one of them guys that's big on the batoning thing, so don't get me started on that. I don't think it's ridiculous. It's not a survival tool. It's not a survival tool for the woods, batoning, but it's a survival tool for a YouTube. Let's see here. This is the Hollywood Collectibles version. See how much thinner that is? Let's see what this one looks like. It's a little different up here. It looks like a plastic seal around the top. I never could get these things out of here. They always stay stuck in there. Let's look at them side by side. That's where you can really see the difference, huh? This is 440C too, which I like that steel. I think it's a good steel, just as good as 1095 in my opinion. They're both about as brittle, but let's see here. More Frank knives. Here's probably the first Frank knife I ever saw on the internet on YouTube. Was the Frank Bowie. This was his first hybrid kukri Bowie. Almost looks like a the Hunted movie knife, Tom Brown tracker. That was my first big Bowie knife. Was the Western. I'll get some Westerns out if you guys want to see some of them too. The Frank Bowie was the first one I seen on Suture's channel, which he has a bunch of channels now. And you got a nice finger twirl there. Nice wood handle. Feels pretty good in the hand, and this is pretty thick. I'm not sure if this one was 5160 or 52100. This was bought in 2024. You can see his logo on it. And then he came out with the, let's see, there was the Frank Bowie, then there was the Frank Defender Bowie. This one I like better. Let's see, I'll switch hands here. It's got the knives by hand emblem on it too. Look at the thickness, it's thick too. It's got that exposed tang and skull crusher on the back. Probably need to wipe this one off. Yep, knives by hand. This stuff looks like liquid chrome when he's finished it and sends it to you. There we go. I've actually done some chopping with this knife. Ballistic dummies and bones and what else was it? Some wood. Yeah, but this I would count on using this as a go in the woods, do everything knife. You know, you can get up close, do small stuff with this, or you got some weight and you chop it out here, and it's got that Bowie knife belly on it. You know what I'm saying? I love how the guard, you know, the tang, everything here is all one piece. It's not gonna rattle, fall apart, break. Beautiful hardwood handles. Nice stuff, man. Those are pretty much Bowie knife hybrids. They seem a lot alike, and they are, but they're different. But I still like this one better. I mean, the Frank Bowie, this is the first one, is nice, but I think the Defender Bowie is better. And I think even, you know what, I got to get the other one out. The Diamondback Bowie he made is another hybrid. Let me go grab it too. Because it's in the same class as these. I look at it as all the same, you know, as these other knives I just showed you. Take some of these back. Yeah, again, I don't really care for this sheath that they put on this. This definitely wasn't a Nicky of Longhorn leather sheath maker. I don't think she'd have made nothing like this with all these 5 retention straps. But once we get past that, we can look at this. And again, we can see the similarities between this and those other ones. Kind of a kookery hybrid Bowie. Guard all one piece. Hardwood handles. Lanyard hole. It's a flat butt cap. You could probably hammer with that. I think these are 5160, but if you see, it's a little bit bigger. It's Defender Bowie. Not Defender, the Frank Bowie. Let me get out. This is Defender Bowie. We're on the left, my left. And this is the Diamondback. Don't see the knives by hand on this one. I believe this one comes straight from Nepal. From knives by hand, but he oversees that. I guess Frank meets with them and oversees the making of all this stuff to his liking. Let's see here. I got too many knives out. I need to get another table just for knives, man. And all the sheaths on these knives they can be carried traditionally or scout carry. You got that option with these. This can be scout carried too. I don't know if this one can or not. This one cannot. And that's that crazy sheath that's not very well designed, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, it is a great problem. Yeah, Jeremiah Johnson, that would be that'd be a good blade for those times. It's funny as all everybody talking about all that batoning. You know, none of them batoned wood back then, and there was nobody bigger survivalists than them people back in the day. They were surviving every day, day for day, out there. You know, without the nonsense. This is the Down Under Knives, the Mistress. I know I've showed this one before, but I don't know if I show this one enough. It's just got that massive clip point on it and belly, you know. Feels like it could use a little bit of an edge. Oh yeah, that's better. Just needed a little brush up. I find that even pulling them out of the sheath will dull them a little bit. I know it's crazy, but yeah, this one's pretty nice. This is a 1/4 inch thick too. I measured, it's actually slightly more. I measured this, the Down Under knife, the Outback, and I measured the Spec 10 Raider the other day to see if they were actually all 1/4 inch, and they were actually slightly over. I was surprised. I didn't expect that. I thought they'd be slightly under. I had to put a new battery in my calipers, so started checking because I wanted to see the thickness of the new knives I bought, the M-Tech or the Snake Eyes Raptor knife and the M-Tech, what is that, 8130 Tonto knife or whatever it's supposed to be. Another one you can see yourself in. You can see my computer screen there. Those are 440C too, I believe. And I did check I wanted to see what the Westerns were on thickness, you know. I figured 3/16, you know. Take care, brother Cheddar. Yep. I got you, man. Go make that money. I thought these would be 3/16 thick. They're a little thinner than that. I'd have to check it again to see what it was, but it's definitely not 3/16. But this is some strong steel. You know, I never broke one of these. And then I've done stupid stuff with them back in the day, throwing them at trees, and you know, of course they hit wrong and hit on the handle and the guard and everything else. Never broke. Never broke one. Never had the handle come loose. Nothing. It's just tough knives. You know, never broke it. But this thing we used to be able to cleave right through. You know, walking through and just cut tree limbs like right off, just cleave right through them like one swipe, like you know, this knife used to scare me back in the day. I was like, man, if you ever miss with this thing, you're gonna be screwed. You know what I'm saying? I think that's some of the success of it is it's just heavy enough, but it's not too thick, but it's thick enough, and the steel's good steel. Yeah, that's really sharp now. That's pretty much how I brush up my knives. There is a top grade, mint condition, Western 49. You don't see very many mint ones. My favorite knife. Always will be. Man, that feels good in the hand. I'm telling you, it's not stupid heavy, but heavy enough. I mean, this knife, they had it down when they made this knife. Let's just put it that way. This was, I don't think they've ever topped this one. They can come out with these big meat cleaveries, a 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch thick, and whatever. You know, yeah, they're nice, but they'll never be a Western. Oh, the strap is tight on this one. There. That's what a later on sheath look like. That's mint too. Never been worn. Never been carried. Love my westerns, man. Well, man, I was just popping on for a minute, so I'm gonna check out because I got other stuff to do. But it was kind of fun to go over a bunch of knives real quick, to you guys. Hopefully, we can do this again and just see what you guys want to see next, man. What you guys want to talk about, I'll be here for it. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for whatever, man. Thanks for all of it. So peace out, and I'll see you guys later. Broddi signing off.